So I don't know. But he put out a video like 4 hours ago that Twitch is quiet, according to the title, Twitch is quietly punishing creators for multi-streaming. And considering I am now multi-streaming, I find this of interest. What exactly is Twitch doing to content creators that multi-stream? What kind of like deep crevice TOS shit are they going to start pulling out to try and slap content creators that have decided to multi-stream? So that's why I wanted to see this. I saw this after work and I was like, okay, I need to check this out on stream. So let's take a look and let's see what the fuck Twitch is doing this time.
Which may have just started enforcing a rule that I never thought that they'd actually touch. Largely because it's a fool's errand, and more directly because it's not going to help the platform if they start enforcing it. But over the past week, dozens of streamers have been hit with a user spam violation, and after digging into it myself, there's one clear pattern. Almost all of them had a link to Kick somewhere on their Twitch profile. Now, in addition to that, a well-known creator named...
Whoa. Let me hear that again.
Somewhere on their Twitch pattern. And after digging into it myself, there's one clear pattern. Almost all of them had a link to Kick somewhere on their Twitch profile.
Hold up. Hang on. I need to check something. I don't think I have that, but I better look. Nope, I don't think I do. I do not believe I do. Thankfully, I'm good. Okay, good. Yeah, I didn't think I had one on my Twitch profile, but I did want to be sure. I wanted to double check it. And a girl who had all of her money take my Twitch because of that, she posted a video Tecton reacted to. I wonder if he's going to talk about this. Yeah, I've got, and Rumble is not, like, Rumble is probably safe because it's not really considered a streaming platform. Yes, I can, absolutely. Rumble is not exactly a streaming platform. In a sense, it is primarily a video sharing platform, kind of like how YouTube is primarily video sharing, but it does do streaming also. That's probably why they don't, it's very likely why they don't have an issue with Rumble, because it's not really considered a streaming competitor to them. Okay, let's go.
Now, in addition to that, a well-known creator named Nutty just got suspended, and I think the reasons are likely connected, which again points to this rule set that I never imagined they would actually waste their time enforcing. So let's break this down and discuss what's happening, what's being enforced, and what it may mean for creators. So late last week, a bunch of different creators started posting on Twitter and Blue Sky that they'd received a warning from Twitch for user spam. And so this is the email that they actually received from Twitch, and they all received versions of this based upon their local language. But here's what it says here. Based on a review of your account or content, we have issued a warning on your account. A warning. User spam. Spamming others with large amounts of repetitive unwanted messages or abusing the Twitch report system. Examples of violative conduct include, but are not limited to, advertising your live stream in multiple chats without the channel owner's consent, sending unsolicited links, offers, promotions to multiple users via whispers, or submitting large amounts of frivolous user reports.
Okay. So, how would this affect a streamer? Advertising your live stream in multiple chats without the channeler's consent. So that would imply that they're all of this seems to imply that they are going into other people's channels and spamming their own channel in their chat, not your own. Yeah, basically just doing like this one, frivolous user reports. So this is not necessarily live streaming itself. Yeah, exactly, Zep. Like, according to the rules here, this rule here that Twitch is alluding to has nothing to do with multi-streaming. Nothing in this TOS says that you cannot multi-stream. So, how is someone getting their account suspended if they have not been spamming their channel into other people's chats? And yeah, Chris, that's the question. Like, did they pay a bot company to do advertising? That's certainly an excellent question because so far, obviously, we don't have an answer. So let's see if he gives us an answer.
Or submitting large amounts of frivolous user reports. Now, here's the interesting part. At the bottom of this overall warning, it says where the violation occurred in your channel profile. And your channel profile is your Twitch page. It is twitch.tv/ZachBussey. And it doesn't...
Wait. Already we have a problem. Already we have a problem. How do you commit spam of this nature? Where you're sending unsolicited links, you're submitting large amounts of frivolous user reports, you're advertising... Excuse me. Advertising your live stream in multiple chats. How are you doing that in your channel profile? How does that work? Your profile is not in someone else's stream spamming your channel. So how the fuck does this work? This does not make any this does not make sense. If this is Twitch's rationale for why somebody got suspended, that they're trying to cite the channel spam, and they're saying, where did this happen in your own profile? No, that's blatantly wrong. Blatantly fucking wrong. But Leo, here's the problem. Even if they consider a link to kick as unsolicited, it still doesn't work. It still doesn't work because you are not posting it in someone else's stream. So it still doesn't work because it's advertising your stream in multiple chats without the channel owner's consent, sending unsolicited links, and submitting large amounts of frivolous user reports. Even if you put your kick link in your profile, it doesn't violate that TOS. Zeb, what are you thinking? You comment on someone else's stream, people can click your name and access your profile, thus you're promoting your live stream to other channels. Zed, if that's the level that they're going, that is a fucking hyperspace jump leap of logic to try and go there. And honestly, it still doesn't fucking work. And, excuse me, it still doesn't work. Even if they go with that absolutely batshit fucking crazy logic, it still doesn't work. Because you are not because you're still not promoting it. You're not actively promoting it and thus soliciting. By simply saying your presence in someone else's chat now constitutes soliciting a channel in another person's chat, that means that Twitch is telling streamers when you are not streaming, you are not allowed to go in any other chat. You are not allowed to view any other channel in Twitch. That is what that logic is saying here with this. And it doesn't work. And, of course, we all know this. This is not a secret. This is basically Twitch's attempt to keep Kick from being a legit threat to Twitch as a live streaming service. That's literally what this is. This is Dan Clancy and his fucking cronies that are butthurt that Kick is actually making it more attractive to people to multi-stream on their platform because Twitch treats their streamers like absolute shit, except for their golden boy terrorists. except for their golden children, Hamas terrorists, they love them, so they can do anything they fucking want. But literally everyone else on the platform, they treat like absolute shit. And when they go, okay, we don't like this domestic abuse, Twitch, because that's kind of what this is. It's Twitch basically committing a quasi sort of thing of abuse. When people start saying, okay, Twitch, we're tired of your abuse, we're going to start multi-streaming on other platforms to broaden our horizons because we can't trust you not to basically pull a literal fucking spousal abuse thing and fucking slap us for no fucking reason and just say, now don't do that again. And so because people are doing that, Twitch is not butthurt going, no, oh, you can't leave me. You can't leave me. I won't let you leave me. This is literally Twitch being a domestic abusive spouse, is what this is. Or parent or whatever denomination you want. That's what this is.
It doesn't mean that that's chat. It means your actual page itself. If it was chat, they would say in chat. So that's a very odd thing here to message people or to warn people for user spam in a place where there is no directly interactive features. So I started reaching out to creators to find out more about this overall thing. Now, I'd asked about link trees, Kick, OnlyFans, Fansly, gambling, any kind of gambling links, or DeviantArt, just because they throw in there. I don't actually think that's a problem.
Okay, so by that logic, how do streamers use the Go Stream feature that Twitch introduced this year where you combine two different streamers' chats into one?
You don't. You simply don't. Unless you're talking about Heckle, unless you're talking about like when you are doing a collab. If you're talking about doing a collab, that's two Twitch streamers collabing together, and thus their chats blend together, which Twitch is fine with because it's all Twitch. It's because it's all Twitch. There's no other streaming platform involved, and that's why they don't have a problem with it. Because it's a collab, it's an inner Twitch thing, and that's why they don't have a problem. If someone was doing a collab and it was someone that was streaming on Kick and they blended their Twitch and Kick streams, Twitch would ban the Twitch streamer in a heartbeat, because that is verboten. So that's why the collab blended chats are fine, is because it is all on Twitch. It's all like both streamers are on Twitch, their communities are on Twitch, and that's why. This is literally just because, and you can see here, she put a panel image that linked to her Kick in her About section, and Twitch said, oh, you're advertising another platform, ban. That's it. No, rating someone does not count either, Chris. It's rating someone is just a normal raid. It's because the chats don't get blended when I raid. When I raid someone, I am basically transferring my chat to someone else's chat. I'm not blending our chats together. I'm literally taking my chat and transferring it to another streamer's chat, and that's it. So it's not the same thing.
For Twitch. And I said, hey, do you know if by chance you had any of the following links in your profile / panels? And I sent this to...
no, Heckle, because what would happen is only the Twitch streams would be, because obviously you can see right now, I do not have my Kick chat up on screen. I only have the Twitch chat up on screen. So if I do the collab, what would happen is like the collab Twitch chat would show on screen, but the Kick chat is not. So it would be safe there, even if I'm dual streaming, the only chat that is visible on the stream is the Kick chat. Or sorry, the Twitch chat is the only chat that's visible on the stream.
If by chance you had any of the following links in your profile /
No,
panels.
they don't want anybody else, Drake.
Dozens of creators who received this overall email and asked people to reach out to me as well. And I'll just show you some of the answers here. I had a panel image that linked to Kick in my channel. I saw your post about the warning. Random question. Do you have any Kick links in your channel profile? Oh, I do. This person said, I had a direct link to my Kick. That was the only panel Twitch removed, but I removed the rest myself. And then this one said, hey there, I only have a doubt for a Kick link. Nobody's able to tell me yeah or not. Some say yes, some say no, but no Linktree, OnlyFans, Fansly, Gambling, or DeviantArt. So in many cases, Twitch just removed the panel themselves, the kick panel. No further action was necessary on their part, but Twitch wasn't really being upfront about the fact that that was the case. Now, this immediately threw off some very serious, suspicious flags for me, because why would they report it as user spam? Why would you get a warning?
Okay, and Pirate, I do that too. Put both the Twitch and Kick link on the YouTube page. I absolutely do that as well. I put it in every video I post on YouTube. I will have both my Twitch and my Kick, and also on my Twitter, I have both my Twitch and my Kick. So I will advertise, obviously, I will advertise the Kick the Kick stream off the Twitch site. But doesn't stop me from telling you guys that I'm also on Kick at the same time, and that you are free to also watch me on Kick and get my viewership up on Kick too. Nothing says I can't do that. But as far as what I can display on my stream, if I'm streaming on Twitch, I cannot display chats from another streaming service, such as Kick, such as YouTube. Now, I do know that Tectone is doing that right now. He basically, the way Tectone is doing his streams is he has one set of chat boxes that is only his Twitch, and then he has another set of chat boxes on the other side of the screen that is a blend of his Kick and YouTube chats. So I'm waiting to see if something's going to happen. So I am waiting to see if Twitch does anything with Tectone having both chats displayed on his screen, or if others do it too, before I take the step to throw the Kick chat up on screen as well. I'm waiting. I'm doing a let's wait and see to see how it goes before I jump into it, and we'll let it go from there. But for right now, I'm to be safe. I'm only displaying the Twitch chat currently.
Flags for me, because why would they report it as user spam? Why would you get a warning for user spam? And the actual truth of the matter is that that means it's likely a placeholder category, because Twitch currently doesn't have a proper category for this type of enforcement. So it implies this is a new enforcement that they are undertaking. Now that led me to trying...
Well, okay, but that doesn't excuse getting a ban. If it's a placeholder, then Twitch's ban of this person is against their own TOS. Unless they actually have something in TOS that says you cannot advertise another streaming service that you live stream on in your Twitch profile, unless that is explicitly in the Twitch TOS, Twitch has now just violated their own fucking TOS. It's not even like a close enough situation, long enough. It's we're working on writing up a TOS for this, but we don't have it yet. So we're just gonna ban you and say that your profile's a problem under this TOS, even though none of it fucking fits. In which case they have violated their own TOS. So once again, Twitch is being Twitch and is fucking with people because they know their platform is dying. They know, and they don't care about their TOS right now. They really don't. What they're doing is they're desperate. Dan Clancy and all the people working for Dan Clancy are desperate. They reek of desperation right now because the platform is dying. They know they've pissed off fucking everybody. And so they are desperately trying to keep people on the platform by making so if you advertise on another streaming service, you get banned. So that way you don't advertise that, hey, there might be an alternative to us. Because right now, Kick scares them. If they Kick person, wait, what? Where? What? Wait, who? Who's saying that? I'm so sorry. I totally missed. Who is saying this? Yukisinka, yes, well, absolutely you can. Yes, absolutely you can. Of course. That's, holy crap, thank you so much. Sure. It's because I'm reacting to the Sardine and talking about how Tick is becoming such an attractive alternative, which it is. That's why I started dual streaming. Well, yeah, Tick is ad free, and not only is Kick ad free, you're getting a better payout. And so right now, Kick has become a much more attractive alternative for people that are getting fed up with Twitch. And that's why so many content creators are, at the very minimum, dual streaming. Oh, no, focusing, it's fine. It's fine. No, please go right ahead. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Yes, please feel free to do so. Thank you so very much for that. I'm gonna keep talking about it because, I mean, I'm multi-streaming because Kick is a good alternative, and it's good to diversify myself. You know, well, I mean, I'm multi-streaming. I'm streaming on both Twitch and Kick. And for this foreseeable future, that is what I plan on doing. And thank you, Zeb. Thank you, Flick Gifted. Yeah, for the foreseeable future, I am going to be multi-streaming because yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I am multi-streaming because, I started on Twitch and a great deal of my community is on Twitch. That's why I'm not simply just like bailing out and abandoning Twitch, because a lot of people are, I have a great deal of community on Twitch, and I still enjoy, I enjoy streaming, period. I enjoy streaming, period, regardless of the platform. And that's why I'm going to continue to stream on Twitch, and I'm going to stream on Kick too, and I'm going to try and build the community on Kick, because not everybody wants to create a Kick account, in which I fully understand and appreciate if they don't, and that's why I'm staying on Twitch, so I can have people from both communities enjoy my content. And thank you, Vukasinka. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if Twitch decides to get stupid like it always does and throw a ban at me, well, that just means then I'm going to be streaming solely on Kick while the Twitch ban is in place. So it's an excellent way to diversify it. And yes, Andrea, that is what I've been saying. The only way to fix the problem with Twitch is to basically fire everybody from Dan Clancy on down and install new people. And even then, once that's done, it is not going to stop what has started. People are still going to continue to multi-stream. Twitch basically did this themselves because the way Twitch is the way Twitch has treated its content creators has basically driven people who are only considering it, because yes, I've been considering streaming on Kick for some time. I've always kept it as an option for me should something happen on Twitch. So I've always kept it as an option for me. But because of the way Twitch is behaving as of late, it's forced my hand and the hands of a lot of streamers to start looking at seriously multi-streaming on both Kick and on YouTube, because Twitch is just going down so hard and so fast. There's a fair chance that the platform may cease to exist within perhaps a year, as fast as things are going down. With the way they treat the majority of their content creators, and a much different way they treat their 0.01% of content creators, the platform is sinking fast. They're losing all of their advertisers, which now Twitch is trying to actually increase the number of ads showing up on stream I think they said that they're trying to increase it so their company revenue is like 50% ads. Which I don't know how the hell they're going to do that when advertisers are fleeing from the platform because because the heads of Twitch support terrorist sympathizers. So I don't know where the fuck they think these advertisers are coming from. And in the meantime, you have Kick that has no ads, at least for the time being, and they're offering a 95/5 split for subscriptions. Granted, Kick still has some catching up to do in terms of it's basically it's integrations with things like channel points and things like viewer options beyond simply doing subscriptions. Like they don't have a bit system or anything. They've got some catching up to do. But with the amount of people going over to Kick, it's become a very attractive option for people that are just fed up with Twitch. And a lot of people are fed up with Twitch. Anyway, I went on a whole fucking side tangent on that. I know you're shocked by this. Let's continue on with this and dig down into it.
To figure out, okay, they don't want people to promote Kick. That means that it can only mean one thing. Their simulcasting guidelines. So if we take a look at their simulcasting guidelines, it says the following guidelines have been established. You ensure that the quality of Twitch's user experience of your simulcast is, at minimum, no less than the experience on other platforms or services, including by your engagement with the Twitch community, for example, via chat. So this one doesn't actually apply in this case, but it's essentially saying, hey, if you stream on Twitch and you stream on YouTube and you only respond to the YouTube chat, that's not a similar experience. You have to maintain the engagement with the Twitch community.
And on that aspect, I do agree. I don't have a problem with this rule. Is that, that if you are streaming on both Twitch and another service like Kick or YouTube, that you engage with people in chat from both services. I have absolutely no issue with that. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fair. We've rated someone in the past at the conclusion of a stream where they were multi-streaming. They had both. They were streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. And when we rated them, they completely ignored us. The person streaming that I rated completely ignored my strays when we all flooded in there and started to follow. They completely ignored us. And I can see that being detrimental and rude. And that's not something that Twitch wants to allow for. You're welcome, Vukasen, and I hope to God I'm pronouncing your name correctly. If I'm not, I too apologize. I'm trying to pronounce it the best way it looks. So, engaging with all chatters from the various platforms, I don't have an issue. Don't have an issue with that whatsoever. It makes perfect sense. That's why I've got in my OBS, I've got a multi-chat with both chats blended in my OBS. You can't see it on screen, but I see it in my OBS. Okay, Fuka, thank you very, very much. And this way, I can see everybody. It's all in one chat. I can see who's chatting on Kick, who's chatting on Twitch, and I can respond to you guys as I normally would. And it's not, I don't have to okay, I have one box here, and I have to constantly be doing this to keep track of everybody. I've got it all in one chat box on my OBS. Makes it so much easier for me to do. Thank you, Durahan. Thank you for the follow. And so that will avoid the situation like what we happened with that raid, where we raided someone who's also streaming on YouTube, and they completely ignored everybody that I raided over with. So I don't disagree with that sentiment of engage with everybody, because if you engage with only one service and not the other one, people are not going to enjoy the stream, and they're not going to want to come to the stream if you don't engage with them. So no issues with that specific why.
Similar experience. You have to maintain the engagement with the Twitch community as well. Now this is the one that does apply. You should
Okay.
not provide links or otherwise direct your community to leave Twitch for your simulcast on other services because we value the community on Twitch and the integral role community engagement plays for all Twitch users.
Right. So that's Twitch saying, and provide the links. I'm a little iffy on. I can actually understand the reasoning behind it, just like I can understand the reasoning of direct your community to leave Twitch for your simulcast on other services. Realistically speaking, this makes sense. Why would, you don't want to have someone streaming on your platform tell their chat, hey, chat, I'm streaming on this other service that is so much better than Twitch. Everybody go over to that service and just jump off of Twitch and go to that service. I can actually understand this guideline. Don't do that. This is realistically, this is not Twitch being assholes about it. This is like, okay, we are offering a streaming platform to you. We are offering you a streaming platform that includes revenue. Don't go telling your community to bail off of Twitch and go to another streaming service and expect us to continue to allow you to stream on our streaming platform. Yet there's nothing wrong with this in the guidelines. It is a perfectly justifiable ask of Twitch. It is a legit protecting of their interests, Rygat. It is a legitimate one. And I don't fault Twitch for this in any way, shape, or form. Because they have the business to run, they don't want their streamers sending them elsewhere. Thank you, Fuka, and I hope you have a wonderful day also. Thank you so much. And Shiro Kitsune, thank you for the follow as well. So far, I'm not seeing major issues with these guidelines. I'm not. But let's see just how much they're gonna fuck this up, shall we?
So this one is essentially saying, we don't want you letting anybody know that you're even streaming on another platform. You can do it.
No. I'm not. I'm going to disagree with that. I'm actually going to disagree with that. You could maybe see it with the don't provide links. Okay, I can kind of see that. But this part is direct your community to leave Twitch. That's not saying that they don't want you to. Because let me hear what he says again.
So this one is essentially saying, we don't want you letting anybody know that you're even streaming on another platform.
And I'm going to disagree with that. They're not saying don't let anybody know that you're streaming on another platform. It's don't tell the people on our platform to leave our platform and go to the other one. That is what the Twitch guidelines are saying. It's not saying that you cannot even mention it. It's telling your chat, your community, hey, ditch Twitch and go over to Kick or go over to YouTube or go over to Rumble. Ditch these Twitch fuckers and go over here instead. That's what the guidelines are saying. It's not saying that you can't mention that you are also simulcasting on Kick, so long as you don't say, I'm simulcasting on Kick. Hey, Twitch chat, leave Twitch, switch over from Twitch and come over to Kick. That's what they're saying you cannot do. Now, the link part, yeah, okay. The link part, that's kind of them saying that. But again, it's kind of protecting them. Why are you going to advertise another streaming platform on their streaming service? It's, again, something I can kind of understand.
You can do it, but no one needs to know. The last one here, and this one is the most ridiculous. You do not use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services on your Twitch stream during your simulcast, such as merging chat or other features, to ensure the Twitch community is included in the entirety of the experience of your live stream.
This part I have a problem with. This part I do have a problem with. Because by saying this, you cannot do merged chats or other features. And then they follow up to ensure the Twitch community is included in the entirety of the experience of your live stream. Here's the problem. Merging the chats of two different streaming services into one chat does not exclude the Twitch chat. That's the problem with this third rule. By merging the two chats, you are streamlining the chats and making it visible for things like VODs to see what everybody is saying. Because right now, I only have the Twitch chat on stream. So if I'm talking to someone on Kick, the Twitch chat has no fucking clue what I'm talking about. Like, I'm responding to something that one of you guys on Kick says, and the Twitch chat's going like, what the fuck is she talking about? Whereas the Kick chat can see if I'm responding to someone that comments in the Twitch chat. Because the Twitch chat's on screen, the Kick chat can see, okay, she is responding to that chat. We can see that on the screen. And it can be annoying for the Kick chatters, I'm sure. In this role, what counts as combining activity? Does having both chats count? Does having a broadcaster side add-on count? That's the thing, Rhyme. That's why I have not posted the Kick chat as separate bubbles in the window, because Twitch is being so vague about this. They're being so vague with this. I'm not taking the chance of, okay, this doesn't say I can't have the two chats separate on the screen, because such as merchant chat or other features. See this right here. This other features is so deliberately vague that you honestly don't know. You have no guidelines of what these other features might be. Like, yeah, like already they don't want you merging the chats is stupid as hell. But then you have other features which could mean literally anything. Could mean literally anything, and that's the problem. Again, this is Twitch going, slap, don't do it again, and you going, what did I do?
Why did the Energizer Bunny go to jail? He was charged with battery.
Really? And right, that's exactly it, is we don't have an accurate definition of this. And Dasporo, thank you for the follow. And so that is what is preventing me from doing something like throwing up the Kick chat on the screen, is because of that reason, unfortunately. And it's not going to change like how I interact. I've got both of them combined right in front of my eyes. So I'm going to be engaging with both chats. But Twitch is getting butthurt about it. Twitch is getting butthurt because they're going downhill, and they are desperate to try and keep people on the platform, and they're going to do so by punish them. And what's going to end up happening is we're going to be seeing more and more of slap, don't do that again, but not actually tell you what you did. We've seen it in this video. We saw with what happened to Lucy. She got banned, never got told what the fuck she did. Twitch is doing this so often, they shouldn't be surprised people are looking at other options. And Morgan and Santa Maria, thank you both for the follows. And I already think Despero, but thank you guys for the follows also.
Now, here's the important part. If you fail to adhere to the simulcasting guidelines, Twitch will send you a warning prior to taking any enforcement
Sure, they
action.
will.
Now,
sure.
This takes us to the reason why I'm actually making this video, because I was originally just going to make this a tweet, but we have now seen it step up to another level. If you don't know, Nutty is a well-known streamer, makes a lot of very cool things for creators, and is a very entertaining streamer overall.
I've seen this.
And he got suspended this month.
Okay. The reason I was suspended was a simulcasting violation. I presume this was for showing multi-chat on screen. Not sure what I will do about my multi-chat widget, so in the meantime, I would recommend only using it for Twitch, or at the very least, turn off platform icons.
Warning for simulcasting guideline violation. Date received June 17th, ends on June 18th. a 90-day expiration. This violation will expire from your account on September 15th, 2025. Until then, you may receive escalated consequences if you commit another similar violation.
Really? Really, Twitch? Kind of like Hassan should have been receiving escalated consequences if they commit a similar violation? Because he violated TOS and got banned multiple times within the 90-day expiration period. Huh? Where's the escalation for that one there, Twitch? I don't recall seeing anything other than a 24-hour ban on his day off.
They receive escalated consequences if you commit another similar violation. And the reason for his 1-day suspension, simulcasting guidelines violation. Failing to adhere to the Twitch simulcasting guidelines. Examples are the exact ones I just read.
Oh,
now,
yes,
Nutty
I'm very aware.
Here, I'll take the suspension, but these guidelines are unbelievably stupid and need to be rewritten. By this wording, you technically can't show Stream Elements / Streamlabs donations on stream. How the fuck does acknowledging other platforms on stream exclude or limit the Twitch community?
Yes. Exactly. It doesn't. That's the simple answer is it doesn't. It doesn't exclude or limit the Twitch community. It is including others within the already existing Twitch community so that the streamer can interact with both. Because, guys, you see, I've got alerts up for when someone I kick does something such as the follow, such as a sub, such as a gifted. I've got the, such as dono. I've got all that up. All those alerts will pop if someone does something with kick. Why? Because the people that do that on Kick deserve the recognition for it. Just the same way that the people on Twitch get the recognition for follows, for subs, for gifted subs, for donos, just like the people on Twitch get that recognition. I'm going to give the people on that are watching my stream on Kick the same recognition, because to do anything less than that would indicate that I don't appreciate my viewership on Kick the same as I appreciate the viewership on Twitch, which is fully untrue. I appreciate viewerships on both of the platforms, and people that do subs or bits or donos or follows on either platform are going to get equal levels of recognition because I love everybody on both platforms. I love you guys on Twitch. I love you guys on Kick. Both. And I will allow for the recognition. If Twitch wants to fucking ban me for that, so be it. I'm not going to fuck over the people that want to watch me on Kick because Twitch has a stick up its ass and is basically panicking because their platform is failing because they don't know how to run it properly. And so they basically have to try and clamp down on the collar that they put on their streamers, and not the fun kind of collar, and basically try and make them leave the other platforms they're multi-streaming on. I'm not going to do it. I value you guys on both platforms too much to do that. So I won't do it. I'm going to make sure that everybody gets the proper recognition that they deserve, regardless of the platform that you're watching from. Because I love you all, and I will continue to love all of you. And thank you, Bussey Shinobi. Thank you for the follow.
Now, I wholeheartedly agree with Nutty on that, and it's one of the reasons why I never imagined that they were actually going to enforce these overall rules, is because it makes Twitch out to be like a jealous partner trying to control you the same way that they were trying to do before they introduced simulcasting or multi-streaming.
Is it?
And it's when they first came out with these rules, I was like, oh my god, they're trying to do the thing where, hey, we're going to allow you to multi-stream, give us a big clap and pat us on the back because we're being so nice to you. But
yeah, that's what Twitch does too. Hang on, I'll let him finish.
But we don't want you acknowledging that you're on YouTube or TikTok or Kick or LinkedIn or wherever you are. You can only focus on us. You cannot have eyes for anybody else. And I think that...
Yeah, and that's what Kick does. That is what Kick does. Sorry, not Kick. I'm sorry. Twitch. That is what Twitch does. Because we've seen that before, where they do something and then they say, didn't we do so good? Pat us on the head. We did so good. Because we've seen this when they did the Hassan ban, the last Hassan ban, where he got banned because he read that shooter's manifesto on stream, and then they banned him for it, but including in damn it, who did it? Tole. When they did his ban, they included in it the whole thing about how he showed terrorist propaganda on his stream. They included that in his ban so they could say that, look, we banned him because of the because he showed propaganda on his stream. See, we did good. Pat us on the head. We did good, and we actually banned him for that thing that all of you guys were saying he should be banned for. This is what Twitch does. They do, like, maybe the bare minimum, and then say, pat us on the head and tell us we're a good boy. That is Twitch in a nutshell these days.
That is such a silly overall premise, and you're trying to control the creator while also trying to claim that you're doing the thing that is nice for the creators. Now, again, for a year and a half, they've done nothing to actually enforce this, and so I give them credit for that. I was like, okay, correct. They've made the correct decision here. They're not going to waste time and effort on enforcing these really ridiculous and stupid guidelines. And again, I'll point out the one that Nutty points out here. You do not use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services onto your Twitch stream during your simulcast. You do not include any donations or tips or alerts from TikTok because somebody was kind enough to give you some money there, or somebody followed you on YouTube. You're not allowed to acknowledge any other platform other than Twitch. This again, this was more extreme than the previous wording overall, in that when you were single streaming on Twitch, you could absolutely take a donation. You could absolutely have third-party alerts from things like somebody subscribing on Patreon. So they actually took a step backwards in terms of being a creator-first company by introducing this in terms of some of the rules. But again, they never enforced it. The second part here, such as merging chat or other features to ensure the Twitch community is included in the entirety of the experience of your live stream. This part drives me insane because the premise of it is completely flawed. When they sat down, and I believe that Dan Clancy sat down and was asked this directly by Harris Heller, who I know also believes that this is a really silly rule, he told, and maybe if I can find the clip, I'll put it in this video. If I can't, unlucky.
And we think it would hurt the Twitch experience if you combine chat, because part of the whole point of Twitch is the Twitch community. Okay, so that's point one. And so in general, and that also goes to alerts and other things. The idea is the Twitch community is the Twitch community. We don't mind you simulcasting, but we want the Twitch community to be the Twitch community. Now, the other reason is
chat. What are you seeing right here? What are you seeing right here while it's talking about that? Anybody see it? Mulch chat, Twitch, and YouTube. Yep.
If we did have you combine chat, you are now responsible for whatever is said on the chat on those other streams.
But the reality...
And? Okay, listen to this again. This is a literal so fucking what situation. And Shockwave, thank you for the follow.
If we did have you combine chat, you are now responsible for whatever is said on the chat on those other streams.
But
so what? How is this any different from streaming currently? You just have more people in your chat, just coming from a different platform. Yes, you'll have people from a different platform such as Kick or YouTube in your chat that you will want to communicate with and engage with, just like your Twitch chat. Nobody's saying ignore the Twitch chat. Even when you do have a combine, nobody's saying ignore the Twitch chat. Now, if he's trying to say, oh, someone on your other chats could say something inappropriate, you guys have already said this on both platforms. This is why you have moderators for both of your streams. This is exactly why you have moderators. Is that when you have your moderators for your Twitch chat, you have moderators for your Kick chat, and they can greatly assist the streamer, i.e. me, in helping if chatters get out of control, such as Atanashi. Bless you, Atanashi, just taking care of spam botters that come in. That's why I'm currently taking applications for mods for the Kick chat. I want to get mods into the Kick chat. That's why you have mods. You don't try and do it all of yourself. You want to be able to have people that you can trust, that you can that can do right by you, can back you up, and I will tell you flat out, guys, my mods are fucking amazing. My mods are absolutely fucking amazing. Every single one of them are so helpful, and they have been invaluable with having my streams running smoothly. I love every single one of them because they are wonderful. And that's what you as a streamer do. You have mods that help you. They rein in the chatters that go a little bit ape. They take care of the spam bots when they do spam, or when they start throwing out TOS related stuff, they can delete. They can delete those. That's why you have mods. So Dan Clancy's excuse don't fucking work.
Based mods. Thank you for your work.
Yes. And I thank my mods every day. That's why they have Taco Tuesdays. Oh, thank you, Fuka. Thank you so much. It's okay. It's okay, Fuka. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The reality is we've always had that responsibility as a creator. If you're playing World of Warcraft and somebody types something racist in the chat there, guess what? You are responsible for that. You could potentially be suspended. That's true in League of Legends. That's true in voice chat in Fortnite. If you're playing random duos or quads and you're on voice chat and somebody starts saying a whole bunch of slurs, guess who's responsible? You, the creator, for having platformed it. So the idea that Twitch is trying to protect you is complete and sheer and utter nonsense. And the actual reality is they're trying to control creators. They're trying to say,
they're trying to control creators, but they're also trying to make their platform the only platform that they stream on. It's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. There is a degree of control for the creators, but they're also trying to basically de-incentivize creators from streaming on other platforms. That's what Twitch is doing. They want to try and reclaim that title that they had years ago of being the only game in town. Now that other platforms such as Kick and such as YouTube are now becoming very big competitors, Twitch is panicking. And they're trying to clamp down on the people that are still on their platform to try and make them be Twitch exclusive because they are terrified that these other platforms are going to be stealing away the very small market share that they still have.
We're allowing multi-streaming, but we're not going to allow you to do anything that would be related to multi-streaming. So you might as well just not multi-stream because you can't acknowledge or say anything to anybody else in any other stream that you're actually doing. That's an insane premise. So the alternative to that is to say, well, okay, you can react to somebody that is on your YouTube chat, right? You can't show it on your stream, but you can react to it. But that in and of itself creates an exclusion for the Twitch community. So you can't do that. If you respond to...
Yeah, but you know what? I'm still going to do it. Regardless of this, like that I might be not including the Twitch chat in the entirety of the experience because I am engaging with the Kick chat. Still gonna do it. Why? Because I try to be a decent person. And I don't want to ignore people that are coming to my stream and engaging with me. It's the whole reason why I stream in the first place, to engage with everybody that is a part of the stream. The Twitch chat, the Kick chat, all of them. I want to engage with all you guys. So if someone on Kick is saying something to me that I can engage with, I'm going to engage with it. I am. No matter how much Twitch tries to threaten or try and smack me around because of it, I don't care. I care about you guys. I care about you strays on Twitch. I care about you strays on Kick. I don't give a fuck about Twitch and their attempts to try and basically just like, put the knee onto the back of my neck. I don't care. Because you guys are what's important to me, not the company. You guys. The company is giving me a platform to stream on. Yes. You guys, not Kick, not Twitch, not the companies themselves. You guys are the reason why I stream every day. I come on stream because of you. Because I love streaming for you guys. I love engaging with you guys. And you guys have been so wonderfully generous that it allows me to keep doing it and to improve. I do have fun. I've been having fun since I've started. I have. But it's you guys that make me want to stream every day. And it's you guys being so unbelievably wonderful and generous when I stream that basically allows me to improve my streams even more. It allowed me to basically commission this model. It allowed me to commission new emotes. It's allowed me to live without fear that I can't pay bills. Because of your guys' generosity on both Twitch and Kick. Because of that, you guys are what have worked to me, not the companies. It's always you guys. And I thank every single one of you for all of the wonderfulness that you bring to my day every single day. And Agamus and Scopo, thank you both for the follows. And Fatal, thank you for the 5 gifted also. Thank you so very much.
Exclusion for the Twitch community. So you can't do that. If you respond to somebody on YouTube, the people in your Twitch chat cannot see
Scopo.
what was said.
Not bad at all.
And so you responding to them excludes them, making it against the rules and making them very confused as what the hell you're responding to.
Thank you,
You're just responding
MRJB,
to random
follow.
things that you've made up in your head. Who knows? So the entire premise of these simulcasting guidelines are not about protecting you. It's all about protecting Twitch. So the question is, if Twitch...
And I would argue protection has nothing to do with it. It's not about protecting Twitch. It's about Twitch trying to elicit a vice-like grip on the streaming community. That's what it's about. Protection has nothing to do with it. They want to lock down streamers on their platform for money.
Ember, can we have a mod appreciation day? Hopefully soon. They so deserve it.
Yes, Colonel, I think we will. I do. But I gotta think up something special for it.
hasn't cared about this for a couple years. Why do they care now? And the answer relates to the original point in this overall video, in that people are getting dinged with warnings for promoting Kick. There has been an undeniable migration.
Molcup, unfortunately, so basically, they're triggering that with channel points on Twitch. I have a TTS channel points redeem on Twitch. Unfortunately, that is not an option for you on Kick yet. I'm hoping Kick will, now that they have more and more people coming over to the platform, that the techies behind Kick are going to start maybe trying to do more with the channel points to make it more similar in functionality to in regards to the way Twitch is. For now, the only option for and I have something that I think I may try. No, it's not gonna work. It's that there's right now there's not really an option for TTS on Kick other than doing a Tangia. The Tangia, you can do that on Kick, and there are TTS options for Tangia when you're on Kick. Right now, that is the only option, unfortunately. But I have a feeling now that more content creators are coming over to Kick, that the tech team is probably going to start looking into making their channel point system more robust. Wait, what? No. Wait. Pleading? Okay. This is Thursday. Okay. Atanashi, please make a note. Atanashi, please make a note in your notebook of birthdays. Thursday. Thursday for Bleeding Angel. Make a note, my dear Mont. Yes, and Vuka, that is fully what I expect. That's why I said I'm guessing that now that Kick is kind of popping off, I'm guessing your guys in tech, in IT, are working on implementing even more functionality into the various systems, such as the channel points and what have you. I kind of figured that you are now that things are kind of starting to pop off. I'm fully cognizant and appreciate it. And I do hope, like Zeb said, I do hope that that things go very smoothly for you, because the added functionality is only going to make things even more enjoyable on the stream and will bring more people.
Voting Kick. There has been an undeniable migration of creators who were previously streaming only on Twitch to now be streaming on YouTube and Kick and TikTok and other platforms. That may be having a negative impact on Twitch to a point where it now makes sense for them financially to start scaring people, to start enforcing some rules.
And it ain't gonna scare
Twitch
them
right now, and for the last number of years, has been
you,
entirely
Overfoolish,
focused
for the
on
follow.
monetization, which I think has
Okay, Stefan,
resulted
have a
in
good
a
night.
kind of burnout among communities. I don't know if it's the case for you, but I hear it all the time. I read it all the time that creators are earning less money than ever. Their subscription count.
And that's primarily from ads. Oh God, I hope I get this right. The Raguzina Marie. I hope to God I pronounced that correctly. Thank you for the follow also. What he just said there about
I read it all the time that creators are earning less money than ever. Their subscription.
And that is primarily from ad revenue. I have not seen it in terms of, personally, from bits and subs. I have never received hardly anything from ad revenue since I started. Since I started streaming on Twitch, the most I've ever received is like $2 a day in ad revenue. That's the most I've ever received. I have never counted on ad revenue for anything from the moment I started streaming on Twitch. And I have not seen any issues regarding subs or bits. Now, this could also be because I'm not pushing for it. I'm not sitting here on stream begging you guys to shower me with bits or to shower me with subs. Just like I am not asking people on Kick to shower me in subs or donuts. So maybe this is just me, but I'm not seeing... No, Wolfie, I'm not going to try, because that's not why I stream. I don't stream just to beg you guys for money. It's not why I stream. If I was to suddenly get to the point where I would be doing that, where I'd be begging for money on stream, number one, I'd hate myself, and number two, I'd probably stop streaming if I was to do that. Because I stream because I love being with you guys. Money is secondary. It's money for me. The money I receive on stream is secondary. I don't live an extravagant lifestyle. I don't do shit tons of expenditures. Anytime I do any kind of a significant expenditure, I will agonize over it for months before I ever spend the money. I don't spend a lot. So what you guys do, what you guys offer with your generosity has been beyond belief. And yeah, Shadow, I will get there. So that's it. So for me, I'm not seeing this what he's saying other streamers have said. Yes, there was the one guy from FaZe, I think it was Lacey, that was saying like he's no longer going to stream on Kick because he's only making $1,700 a day. Fuck you, dude. That is an amazing amount of revenue for a day. To earn $1,700 from 9 hours of streaming is fucking amazing. And for him to poo-poo that, like, oh, it's not enough, fuck you, dude. That means you're only streaming in it for the money. You just want to be a millionaire so you can have your fucking Lambos or your McLarens and your fucking penthouses. And you don't actually give a shit about streaming. You don't give a shit about your community. So fine, get the fuck off Kick. Go ahead and get off Kick. That's fine. I and others like me will continue to be here on both platforms, streaming because we love the stream and because we love our communities. And that's why we're here. We're not here for the money. We're here for you guys. And Valender, thank you for the follow on Twitch. And Sketty, thank you for the gifted over on Kit.
Just for note, that amount of money could pay my rent for a month and have money to spare.
Same. Demonics. Same. Yeah, if I meet like $1,700 in for one stream, my rent would be paid off for the month and I would have extra to spare also. And he's like, oh, it's not enough. Fuck him. Goodbye. Bye, Felicia. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out.
Subscription counts are down. And as Twitch continues to try to squeeze blood from a stone, I think it's driving people away. They're seeing that as Twitch is chasing these dollars, communities are finding a better experience on other platforms that they previously would not actually even entertain. And simulcasting is exposing this. So what does this mean for creators? Well, unfortunately, I think it means that they're probably going to have tighter enforcement going forward. I think that they're probably going to take a more proactive approach to removing kick links from bios is probably a pretty easy one for them to do, to just scan channel profiles and go, okay, warning, 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 and take those out of commission. But then secondarily to that, I think that we'll probably start seeing them enforcing on things like if you have notifications for other platforms, if you have combined chat, perhaps they're going to be under additional scrutiny as a result. And the thing that concerns me is that I don't think this is going to inherently benefit Twitch. I think that while they want to keep people on the platform through a level of control with these overall guidelines,
it's going to do the exact opposite.
It's going to have the opposite effect.
Yeah.
In any case, what do you think about this overall? Are you somebody who is multi-streaming? Maybe don't tell me in the comments below, because maybe Twitch will actually
fatal. That's wonderful.
As a source of information to be like, oh, we're gonna go take a look at whether those people are doing it or not. But let me know, how is your overall current experience on Twitch right now? Are you feeling like it is the same community experience that you've had 5 years ago, 4 years ago, or are things changing? Do you feel a little bit more burnt out? Is your community feeling burnt out? I'm kind of curious what you think overall and what your current experience is on the platform. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure to do so now. Leave a like, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.